Can we talk about the African teams, please? Because many of my friends were traumatized.
By whom?
By the way African teams crashed out. Senegal, African teams kept crashing out with 10 minutes to go. They were winning most of their games with 10 minutes to go.
Yeah.
And most of my friends, because I picked, when we made the predictions, I got all the African teams right. I said Egypt and Morocco were progressing.
Yes.
I said the rest were going to be dumped out. And so my friends were asking me, why did I do that? And also part of the reason why I wasn't heartbroken when African teams lost out. It's because I've been traumatized enough by African teams. In fact, Trevor, I shouldn't be holding this podcast in a chair. I should be on a couch because I'm going to trauma dump on you. So I've watched enough football to know that when it comes to the knockouts, African teams always find a way. For some reason, it could be structural, it could be psychological, I don't know what's happening. But African teams always find a way. And unfortunately, mostly black African teams find a way to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. It started when I was a wee lad. I was really young. I think I was around 5, 6. I remember Cameroon, 1990 World Cup. I remember my father and my uncles and the whole village going crazy when Cameroon, with 9 men, beat Diego Maradona's Argentina in the opening game.
Yeah.
And this was the Cameroon team
that's
of
when we thought the world, thought it was coming.
Pele in 1977 said an African team is going to win the World Cup by the year 2000. In 1990, we all believed. I remember I was young, and I think maybe it's not just my memory, it's also because I've watched like clips and afterwards. I remember when Mambik scored that header, because that team was good. It had Roger Milla, Mambik, Cyril Makanaki, Thomas Sinkono, all these great players. When they beat Argentina with 9 men, we went like, they're going to win it. They topped their group. They beat Romania 2-1, Roger Milla scoring a double. I remember the village going crazy. I was young, but I think that's when I fell in love with this game. They went into the knockout round of 16, beat Colombia. Roger Milla, I remember clearly watching Roger Milla steal that ball from Rene Higuita, scoring, going to the corner flag.
And doing his little dance.
Doing the dance, yes. And we went like, this is it. They played England. Cameroon was 8 minutes away from winning it. They conceded the penalty. Gary Lineker scores, goes into extra time. Gary Lineker scores another penalty. Cameroon out. I remember the way the village felt after that.
Nigeria?
1994. Nigeria. Famous Nigerian team. Peter Rufai and Rashid Yakin. Samson Siasia. That was Emmanuel Ramoniki, Daniel Amokachi. Incredible Nigerian team that won the Nations Cup.
Yep.
They won the high. Yep. Everyone thought this is it. They go. Win their group again.
Yep.
Win their group again, Trevor. They reach the round of 16. Play Italy. They are winning with, I think, 2 minutes to go. Roberto Baggio scores a goal. Extra time, Roberto Baggio scores again. They are out. I go like, okay, maybe that was bad luck. 1998, Nigerian team, same Nigerian team, now even better because they had Jeji Okocha, Nwanko Kanu, a better team. They humiliate Spain in the opening game, winning 3-2. Famous goal by Olise, long ranger, winning that. I remember I was in high school and I went like, this is it. This is the team. Trevor, round of 16, because they had played so well, they were given Denmark. Everyone thought this is a walkover. Denmark beat Nigeria 4-1. The game was over by the 15th minute. And I went like, you know what? I think I'm done. But then, because football keeps giving you hope, 2002, Senegal, first game against France. They win 1-0. Papa Bouba Diop, great team with Khalilou Fadiga, El Hadji Diouf, Salif Diao of Liverpool, incredible team. They beat Zidane wasn't playing, but they still beat France, who are the world champions. We go like, this is it. They go on, defeat Denmark. We are like, this is it. They play Turkey. Now we are just praying for an African team to reach the semifinals. They meet Turkey. Turkey beats them. Last minute goal by Ilan Manses.
Yeah, Ghana against Uruguay.
That's the one that
they missed the penalty.
Bro, that's the one that broke my heart.
Yeah, they missed the penalty.
I think that's the
2010
first time,
World Cup.
That's the first time that every African got really traumatized by an African team. Because Ghana get a penalty. Suarez did what Suarez had to do.
Yeah, but they had the penalty.
Trevor, I was watching that game. I was in South Africa as part of a delegation of African journalists who were like picked by Reuters to come and cover that game. I was watching it with my African friends. Ghana get the penalty with a minute to go. And Asamoah Gyan steps up, and I tell my African journalist friends, I tell them he's going to miss. Then they go like, no, I tell them, guys, president, he's going to miss. I've watched enough games. He's going to miss. He steps up, hits that ball against the crossbar. Ghana loses later. That's the first time I realized, soccer fans hate the bitter truth. Because my friends
So
didn't
wait.
ask,
So
they
what do you,
didn't ask.
so why do you think this? Why do you think this happens to African
I
teams?
don't know, man. I can't place. I don't know whether it's structural or psychological.
Witchcraft.
I don't know what it happened.
Why don't you look at
Trevor,
witchcraft, Joe?
White people?
Why
White
you-
people watch witchcraft never works on us. What are you talking about?
Why are you ignoring
What
the
are you talking
elephant in the
about?
room, Joe?
No, but I remember that day because no one asked me, how did you know why? People were just, they felt like I was trolling them. They went like, why did you have to say it? People felt like I had made him miss. And then
Witchcraft.
And then you saw what happened in 2014 as well. You saw what happened. Algeria and Nigeria both make it, and they both lose. With both of them lose with like 2 minutes to go in their matches. For me, it's and so that's why when you asked me last week which team is going to make it through, I was so sure all the Black African teams would let us down and lose in heartbreaking fashion. And I was only sure Morocco and Egypt would go through, because Morocco showed me in 2022 that they don't have the psychological mental block. They will win games. And I think you saw them against the Netherlands. Morocco against the Netherlands, another team, I'm sorry to say, but I think another African team would have collapsed. Morocco didn't. Netherlands took the lead.
Yeah, they did.
And Morocco went like, okay, the Moroccan, first of all, let's just give, for me, my man of the week, and I know the Cape Verde coach is amazing, but my coach of the week, Mohamed Ouabi, the coach of Morocco, he was parachuted in with 3 months to go to handle this team in the World Cup, because he helped Morocco win the Under-20 World Cup just in last year. He was parachuted in and has made this team his own. Against the Netherlands, when Gakpo scored with just 14 minutes to go.
No, I mean, he played it.
He brought on 3 20-year-olds, Trevor. He didn't just bring on.
He played it.
He had El Kabi.
No, he played it.
He had Amrabat.
Completely, I'm with you.
He brought on 321. Trevor, the amount of bravery it takes to bring on 3 20-year-olds. Morabat, who are the others? Gesami Hassan and Tabli. One of them ended up taking a penalty. A 20-year-old stood up and took a penalty and he scored it. For me, that takes a certain amount of mental and psychological bravery. And that's why I'm backing Morocco to go, not to go all the way, because I think they are 4 years too short. I think they will win when they host it.
Yeah.
I think they're going
You
to
don't
fall
think they're
short.
going to beat France?
No, I think they'll fall short. I think they'll fall short this year. But they have such a young cracks. They have such a young core. Like when you look at their midfield, we've been raving about Ayub Boadi. Right?
And yet, there's other stars that have shown
so I'll tell you
in
this,
that midfield.
Every midfielder in Morocco has stepped up. Ayub Boadi was amazing against Brazil. But then when I watched Netherlands, I think El Anoui is even a better midfielder. I think he should be playing for Barcelona. He's incredible. I haven't seen a midfielder break up, play, and launch attacks like that since Xavi. And then in the last game, guess who stepped up against Canada? Onahi. Every midfielder is stepping up. Brahim has 4 assists. Every midfielder is stepping up. El Kanaus, who plays on the left, he's incredible, tracking back all the time. So for me, I think this Moroccan team has something. It has like a resilience to it, but I think they're too short. I think they're winning in 2030.